Watch. If you dare. The Max Headroom Incident, broadcast Hijacked, 1987. It was a quiet night in Chicago, November 22, 1987. Viewers tuned in to watch the evening news when, without warning, the broadcast was suddenly hijacked. The screen flickered, then a bizarre figure appeared. A person wearing a Max Headroom mask. The figure muttered incoherent phrases, hummed TV show jingles, and spouted nonsense, all while moving in jerky, unsettling ways. Then, the screen cut to black. Just as suddenly as it appeared, it was gone. To this day, no one knows who did it, or how they managed to bypass the broadcast signal. The FBI was involved. The FCC investigated. Nothing. The perpetrators were never found. It remains one of the most chilling unsolved cyber crimes in broadcast history. The Grifter, the forbidden video. There's an urban legend circulating in the darkest corners of the internet about a video known only as the Grifter. It's said to be a disturbing montage of unsettling images, mutilated dolls, decaying rooms, distorted faces, and something else, something not entirely human, flickering in the background. But here's the thing, the original video has never been fully located. Whether it's a cursed video, a sick hoax, or something darker, no one knows. But everyone agrees, if you ever find it, don't watch it. The Dyatlov Pass hike, final footage. February 1959. 9 experienced hikers mysteriously died in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. Their tent was found, slashed open from the inside. Their bodies, scattered. Some were barefoot in the snow. Others had massive injuries, fractured skulls, broken ribs, one missing her tongue. Among their recovered belongings was a camera. The last photograph shows what appears to be a dark figure standing at a distance, partially obscured by the trees, watching them. Was it a wild animal? A Soviet experiment? Something supernatural? No one knows. The incident remains one of the most chilling mysteries of the 20th century, and that final image has never been explained. The Elisa Lam elevator footage, vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. January 2013, 21-year-old college student Elisa Lam checked into the infamous Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Days later, she vanished. Her last known sighting was captured by the hotel's elevator security camera. In the footage, Elisa steps into the elevator, but something is wrong. She presses multiple buttons, the doors won't close. She peeks out, then hides. Her hands flail, as if communicating, or defending herself, against something invisible. Moments later, she vanishes from frame. Weeks later, his body is discovered in the water tank on the hotel's rooftop, only found after guests complained about the water's taste and color. To this day, no one knows how she accessed the locked rooftop, or what she was interacting with in that footage. Was it mental illness, foul play, or something far more sinister? The mysterious forest tape, the disappearing man in 2015, hikers in the Aokigahara forest of Japan, also known as the suicide forest. The footage was unsettling. The video shows a man, mid-30s, walking deeper into the forest. As the camera shakes, viewers notice, in the distance, dark figure standing motionless between the trees, not moving, not blinking. The man begins running, heavy breathing, then abruptly, the camera falls sideways. Until the battery dies. The man was never identified. Whether these videos are glitches in reality, glimpses into something beyond our understanding, or simply mysteries lost to time, and perhaps, it's better that way. If you enjoy mysteries, the strange, and the unexplained, subscribe for more chilling tales. And remember, some footage is lost, for a reason.
The most bizarre and unexplained deaths in history. History says, death has often arrived with a reason like war, illness, accident. But sometimes, death creeps in without explanation. No witnesses. No logical cause. Just a haunting story left behind. Tonight, we're diving into the most chilling, unexplained deaths in human history. These are not ghost stories. They're real. Terrifyingly, and still unsolved. The Dyalov Pass Incident, Russia, 1959. 9 seasoned hikers vanished in the frozen Ural Mountains. When search teams found their campsite, their tent had been cut open from the inside. Their bodies were scattered across the snow, barefoot, half-dressed, some with crushed skulls and broken ribs, but no external wounds. One woman was missing her tongue and eyes. The Soviet investigation concluded a compelling natural force was to blame. But theories range from secret military tests to Yeti attacks to paranormal interference. To this day, no one knows what truly happened on that mountain. The case of Eliza Lamb, USA, 2013. Eliza Lamb was found dead in the water tank of Los Angeles' infamous Cecil Hotel. She had been missing for weeks. Guests had been drinking and showering in the contaminated water. The hotel's elevator footage shows her acting bizarrely, hiding, pressing buttons frantically, speaking to someone invisible. There was no sign of how she got on the rooftop, no ladder to the tank, and no one saw her enter. The official cause of death? Accidental drowning. But she had no injuries, no drugs in her system, and the tank was sealed shut from the outside. How did she get in? And what was she running from? The lead masks case, Brazil, 1966. 2 men were found dead on a Brazilian hillside, both dressed in suits, wearing lead masks over their eyes. Next to them, a notebook with a single cryptic message. 16:30 be at the agreed place. Take capsules after the effect, protect metals, await signal. No wounds. No signs of trauma. Toxicology was inconclusive. Why the lead masks? What capsules did they take? Some believe they were part of a cult, or involved in alien contact. But the real cause of death? Never identified. It remains a mystery that still haunts Brazil to this day. The death of Tamim Shud, Australia, 1948. An unidentified man found dead on river. No ID, all clothing tags removed, and a mysterious slip of paper in his pocket that read, Tamim Shud, Persian for, it is finished, hidden in his car, a copy of a rare book with a secret code written inside. To this day, no one knows who he was, how he died, or what the code means. Some say he was a spy during the Cold War, others whisper of poison and betrayal. But the strangest part? No one has ever come forward to identify him. It's as if he never existed. The strange case of Zygmunt Adamski, UK, 1980. Zygmunt Adamski left home for a short walk, and never returned. 5 days later, his body was found on top of a coal pile, in a location heavily searched before. She had burns on her neck that appeared to have been professionally treated with a substance unknown to science. His body looked like it had only been dead for hours, yet he had been missing for 5 days. Even the coroner admitted, this is the most mysterious case I've ever seen. Some believe he was abducted. Others point to extraterrestrial involvement. We may never know what truly happened in these cases. But one thing is certain, death doesn't always follow the rules. Sometimes, it bends them, breaks them, or leaves no trace at all. So the next time you walk down a quiet street, or check into a hotel alone, remember, some deaths are never explained, because maybe they were never meant to be. If you made it to the end, like, comment and subscribe for more real-life horror.
Billionaires are known for their secrets. But sometimes, their secrets outlive them. This story isn't about money. It's about a secret hidden in a billionaire's will. Something so strange that lawyers merely refused to handle it. Something that should have never been touched. In 2013, when a mysterious billionaire passed away, lawyers discovered something in his will. Something strange. Something no one could explain. And the deeper they looked into it, the darker it became. This is the terrifying story of the will that should have never been opened. Stay with me till the end, because you won't believe what they found. The billionaire nobody really knew. His name was Gerald Markson. He was an investor. He had worth over $8.2 billion. He owned dozens of companies, properties in 6 countries, and yet, barely anyone knew anything personal about him. No family, no friends, just his staff and his lawyers. But then, one day, he found a letter. There has clearly written, "The box in the basement vault must never be opened. It must be buried, sealed, forever." And below that was a chilling sentence. "If opened, it will know." No one knew what it was. The lawyers were baffled. Until curiosity got the better of them. The basement vault. The vault was located behind a hidden wall in the basement. Few even knew it existed. When the vault door finally creaked open, inside was nothing but a single wooden box. Rough, old, covered in deep scratches. But the scratches looked strange. Not random, like claw marks, deep, violent. One lawyer joked nervously, "Maybe it's his demon in there." Nobody laughed. There was no key. Just a rusted latch, bound by a thin wire and sealed with red wax. Melted into the wax were strands of hair, human hair. As one of them leaned in, they noticed something even worse. On the underside of the box were tiny fingerprints. Like something, small hands, had clawed at the inside, trying to get out. And when the box opened, the temperature in the room dropped. Instantly, every light flickered. Inside the box was nothing. A folded piece of fabric. Old, faded, looks like part of a child's dress, stained with something dark. Underneath it, a black and white photo. A young girl around 7 years old. Her eyes scratched out. And behind the photo was a note, hastily written. "Do not forget what was done. Do not let her out." One of the lawyers picked up the dress. The moment he touched it, every phone in the house powered off. Lights went out. In complete silence, a faint knock echoed, not from the box, but from the vault wall itself. Knock, knock, knock. There was nothing there. After 48 hours, strange reports began. The lawyer who opened the box have worsely injured. No sign of forced entry. And the box was taken and buried. But here's where it gets worse. Months later, when a demolition crew came to tear down the mansion, they reported hearing something from beneath the floorboards. A voice. A whisper. Crying. To this day, the mansion remains untouched. Still standing, still locked. Some secrets are meant to stay buried. Some boxes should never ever be opened. Billionaires hide strange things, but this? If you found this story chilling, like, subscribe, and comment below. What do you think was really inside that box, or worse, what might still be there? Stay curious, but stay safe. Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved,